was looking for that.
Uh,
Good. Why a professional tennis player turned to OnlyFans to help fund her career, and she may not be the last. Sasha Vicari admits that when she dreamed of being a professional tennis player as a youngster, she never imagined that one day she'd be uploading herself images of herself to a website infamous for adult content. So she's basically having like she's like doing like OnlyFans to like fund her career.
what kind of content is she putting up? Is she putting up her playing tennis, or is it? Because technically, OnlyFans should be for fans. If it could be for a tennis fan that is watching her practice, that you know,
What, she practicing nude?
Just X that.
I'm trying. Hey, y'all still on the camera.
Remind me later. You see, right below the X. Yeah.
Yeah, OnlyFans is an adult website for sex. Like we're not gonna like play that game.
Is it really just for
yes,
that?
yes. It's for sexual fetishes and sex. Yeah, and she's.
I don't know if it actually says that though. I think
it is what it.
No,
that's
people
what
use
we know
people
it for.
use it for that,
Right?
but I don't know if it has to be for that. It could be for your fans and they might be a fan of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's a tennis player,
I think that was the initial.
You got to go up higher. Got to go. It's up higher.
I think that was the initial purpose. But
yeah, I think that's what the initial purpose was, and people used it for sex because sex is more lucrative. But yeah.
Well, she says I could tell you $2 million is absolutely nothing when it comes to tennis. I spent over $100,000 in coaching and fitness, physical recovery, and MRIs. People don't see that part of it. Vicari added, having a security blanket, something to do on the side, and it makes good money from, doesn't hurt. It's given me a lot of financial freedom and even helped me fund my entire tennis career. But what's the difference between this and the story of like, the girl stripping on the pole to make herself do get herself through college,
She's talking about having $2 million and having to spend it on investing in herself to be a better tennis player.
Well, instead of going to like a company and going to, a small startup granola company or like a yogurt company or something like that, getting sponsors and all that, she just want to go show her ass for
she's
money.
Full of shit.
It's the easy way out. You know what I mean? Like let's not try to sound like
she's definitely.
And in a world where female athletes in the WNBA especially are trying to get themselves into a certain like bracket and respected into a certain way and trying to avoid the male gaze in that way and trying to be respected straight on their talent, isn't that just like setting them back a little bit?
Yeah, she's full of shit.
Well, I think one of the main questions is how good is she?
We never heard of her before this.
Because I think that also makes the difference. If she's really, really, really good, then money's flying her way. You know what I mean? For things that you spoke
if
about.
she looks really, really, really good.
Even if you are real, I mean.
Are you talking
so
about
you think if Caitlin Clark started OnlyFans, nobody would watch that shit?
No, what I'm saying is Caitlin Clark is technically good enough to where she doesn't have to do that. Her skill level and her, her brand doesn't.
Let's be clear.
Nike athlete.
Let's be clear. Nobody has to do it.
Okay.
People that are morally bankrupt, they'll do it because they'll do anything for money. You don't have to do anything. These people are making excuses for the bad choices that they make, or they're trying to justify why they do something that's just not good.
Risque. Diane was saying. Risque.
And it doesn't, what people make certain decisions, and it's, and let me not say stupid, but now you can't really, if you start the ball rolling on OnlyFans, if you pop as a tennis player, you'll probably be suppressed because they don't want to. The tennis association doesn't want to be associated with somebody that's on OnlyFans. It sounds like she already gave up on her tennis career. Probably.
She's also charging $1,000 deposit for men to date her.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's what she sound like. Yeah. This is a black chick.
She's the uptown girl. Yeah.
It's I think I saw her. She's not bad looking either. So hey, maybe somebody will pay it. You like.
But all right. Let's do a deeper dive in this. Us being, you know what I mean, older men, and we're talking about things that these younger people are doing.
Is that $1,000 for sex or?
Well, it's a date. So listen, women are getting flued out now with the expectation of just being a companions. Men have completely lost.
I need men to totally treat her like a prostitute. Totally treat her like a prostitute.
She'll just put a case.
She put a price on. No.
She'll put a case on a nigga.
No.
Soon as a nigga's a little too handsy, too touchy, she'll be like, "Yo, it wasn't part of it," and she can go put a case on it. Shame on the men that will even pay that $1,000. If you pay that $1,000, we can't help you.
That's why I'm saying you have to treat her like a prostitute.
Yeah,
and say, "Yo, is $1,000 for sex, right?
Fucking or not,
and make her, yeah." And you kind of got to really shame people like that when they put a price on themselves. All right,
yeah.
What do I get for that? If you want to treat yourself like a commodity, I'll do that for you. And you tell me what I get out of me paying that price to you. And you think about it while you're telling me.
It's a fair question.
When you're telling me, I want you to think about how this interaction between us is going, right? How does it make you feel?
But they want to operate like a prostitute, but still get treated like a lady.
I mean, they said
she will take offense to it when you take it there.
That's all right. But
that's all right. That's fine.
Those questions.
Okay,
that's fine. But yeah, she get enough of those questions.
Yeah,
the shame will set in.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about.
It is what it's all
People
about.
like that need to be shamed.
Okay, all right. We keep talking about this same thing. We keep circling around to the same conversation that relationships are becoming more and more transactional. In every show, every episode, we keep coming with more stories that men are just taking L's. Like, where are we at? Where are the young men are in such a bad state right now, where they're just so transactional. They're just so stuck on paying these women or putting money up to be around these women. Listen, now coming of age, we weren't slouches. We could take a woman out on the first date, on a second date, third date. We could entertain a woman on a nice dollar, have a good time, you know what I mean, and still score or keep it moving if she wasn't with it, right? Now, just to gain the gaze or to gain attention of these women, it just feels like men have to pay money. And at the same time, we're hearing that men are black men are such in a bad shape that the average, worth of a black man is like $50,000 or like 30. Where's the money coming from? All right, my question is, where are the women getting this delusion from?
It's not real. I don't believe it. I hear what you're saying. They'll give you the impression that it's like that in real life.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that in real life. I think that women set standards where that are never really met.
Right.
Set the bar high.
Yeah. They'll say, I require this, but it's like you're trying to sell a car. You'd be like, yo, this car, I need $100,000 for this car.
Right.
And nobody's coming to buy it at $100,000. Then somebody comes and says, yo, I'll give you 20 for it. I think it's worth 20. All right, I'll do it for 20. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's really going on.
Yeah, but you remember that Dodge Magnum era? Niggas were loving that Dodge Magnum and the prices was going up for that bullshit car. This is where we at right now. It's a bit of an inflation on pussy right now.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, right? But everybody's not buying. Everybody can't afford to buy, and then everybody's not getting access to let's say the dudes that do have that type of money to splurge on these women, or what they're looking for. They don't. It's not a lot of men that have that access to that money to spend $1,000 on a date for a chick. So it's not happening, right? And those requirements are set for men that they don't like, because you got to think about what happens to women on a daily basis, right? They get hollered at by dudes all day long. A good looking woman, right?
Okay.
And let's just say the majority, and I'm pretty sure the majority of men that probably holler at women, they don't like those dudes. You know what I mean? Or on the surface, they don't like them.
Right.
So it's like, all right, this shit is getting on my nerves. I'm going to put this out there in order to kind of slow down men. And for the men that I don't like, if they want to get access to me, I'm going to say I require this, that, and the third. But the guys that they really like, they're not doing none of that shit for them.
Because I guess at the end of the day, you have to factor in the completion rate of this, right?
Exactly.
And when you factor in the completion rate, you know, how many of them are in great lasting relationships, including the men that are willing to spend the money, right?
But where they getting this delusion from? Who did they see? Like they saw their older sister, they saw their cousin, they saw
see the internet. They saw
the internet, but where did they think that they could get
it's an echo chamber
from,
with all of them, and
right.
It's them it's them encouraging them.
Do they know what these women are willing to do for this money? Like, do they hear the stories about the women that's going to Dubai? Do they hear about these things? Like, it's a certain class or the certain, like,
I don't think they talking about Dubai situations.
Yeah, and I also think that now the knowledge is out about it, right? You know, we're in a phase that's forever morphing.
What is not even talk about Dubai? Let's just talk about like a streamer nigga, like, right? And he got like he got a crib, you know what I mean? He's making money, you know what I mean? It's a streamer dude. He got a crib in LA. Homies is there and all that. If you're a young lady and you go to that house with your allure that, yo, there's money, like, you gotta know that, yo, you gonna get passed around. Like, you might not fuck one nigga that night. You gonna get passed around to the homies.
Right,
like,
how many she get passed, the chick gets passed around.
Yeah.
How many cats that she got passed around to have a lot of money?
None.
It might be one.
No, it's just that cat that
exactly
got her there.
And it's like, all right, you don't get to sleep with him, but you getting passed around by the homies that just they get their per diem from him or whatever. The little stipend that they get or what the lifestyle that they live is based on being with him.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying is that it's fugazi. All this shit is fugazi. Right.
Yeah.
They're saying it now. They're saying it to regular dudes on the street, other dudes that they deem not worthy to date them, right? Not the dudes that are at the B&B or the big ass crib of the streamer that got money, right?
Yeah.
If you in that room, they're not giving you those requirements or standards because they assume it's an assumption that you're with the streamer. Maybe you got some money or whatever, or maybe you look like you may have something. You could hit.
Yeah.
What my price is on the outside, it's done because it's like, all right, I assume you got money in here because you're here, you're in this crib, and if you say the right thing or I like you, yeah, you could hit.
But these are square broads going to do that. Like, these not even working girls.
Nah, I don't think so. They're not square broads. The square broads is still out here, and this is like. I know some of these chicks on the internet are good looking, but it's chicks that are equally as good looking. They're just not dialed up like these other chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where naturally they're just as good looking as these chicks, but if they did the the hair and the nails and the makeup like these other chicks, they'll be just as fire as these chicks. And that's what niggas don't realize, right? But they're after these so-called whatever baddies. I don't even know if that terminology still holds weight these days, but these chicks feel like, all right, and a lot of these chicks feel a certain way because they slept with somebody with bread.
Right.
They ain't get wifed by somebody with bread. But like, yo, I slept with a ball player, I slept with an athlete, some type of athlete, some entertainer or whatever, or a dude that hustled that got bread, that he took me out to a nice ass restaurant and spent a bag. But yeah, I didn't eat crazy or drink crazy, but he took me to a nice place and he was gonna eat anyway, but he took me with him, so I gave him some pussy. But now that standard is set for her because I was in a room. So maybe I can get back in that room and I can monkey branch. That's a lot of times that's the goal for a lot of these chicks.
Yo, but when they
Once
watch
get in
Players Club, right? Diamond Shorty went in that room and got violated, and they all learned a lesson from it. It's like they not learning the lessons from the ones that get violated. It's like the violation come with a bag, and now it sends them more in that direction. You know what I mean?
I mean, we all know the human nature, which is, oh, that could never happen to me, or that ain't happened to me. So, people are, always willing to sweep the bad that could happen under the rug. That's not far-fetched.